Director General, Center of Advanced and Professional Studies, Professor Anthony Kila joins me virtually. For more on this conversation, good to have you join us, Professor Kila. So interesting conversation. Once again, Nigeria is raising the issue of being a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, but many are talking about local factors here. If we have the also the global gravitas to command that seat, I just want to get your reaction to that.
Well, I think we must start from a very obvious but important fact that the Vice President did us well in his speech overall, because his content was relevant and well structured, and his delivery was overall a good delivery as well. In terms of the gravitas you talked about, you get gravitas by saying relevant things. He made a very clear case of where Nigeria should be on that table. Should have a seat on that table, and he expressed our positions on two crucial things, I think. This is very important for me. One is our commitment to multirationalism, which is something positions us very well. And then he expressed the country's position on a two-state solution of the situation in the Middle East. I think those are the kind of things that make other countries respect you, because you come with a content that is worthy of the international stage and is delivered in a way that is worthy of that stage.
But has doctrine of neutrality or principle of neutrality served us well? Some are saying, look, we need to start having a voice on key issues. If you remember, I know you do, that former Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa did propose that principle of independence and not neutrality, and perhaps it's time for Nigeria to move to independence so we can command that gravitas we talked about, to take that seat.
Well, I think be careful. The talk of having a clear independent voice is assumed, whether you're neutral at all. The position of Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa then gained us a lot of authority. You're right, but that was the thing to do then. If you're going to be among the top deciding nations in the world, you don't go being seen to be totally affiliated with one part. I think it is possible to be neutral in terms of choosing parts, but at the same time, be very clear on principles that you hold dear. I think that is what allows you to be a multinationalist, and allows you, at the same token, to become an arbitrator in times of conflict and dispute.
And what do we do now? Because it has to move from talk to action. Nigeria, we've seen earlier, the Nigerian president, I think that was last year, went to Finland to try and get the support of Finland. In terms of galvanizing support for this call, what should we be doing now?
Well, I think we've done a good speech, but one thing that is missing, for example, is lack of ambassadors. That must be said. We cannot escape it. You cannot do a good foreign affairs business if you don't have foot soldiers across the world marshalling your interests, because a lot of the battle, negotiation, affiliation, and indeed partnership are formed through embassies and ambassadors. So that is one good thing, one important thing that we need to do. We also need to top it up by then speaking to partner nations, hostile nations, and neutral nations like ourselves to push for that seat in council.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure this conversation is endless as Nigeria continues to push for that permanent seat. Director General, Center of Advanced and Professional Studies,
Thank you for
Professor
having me.
Anthony Kila. Pleasure to have you on.